All right, guys, if you're just now joining me, I see we got a few people getting online already. I'm at the north end of Warren High. As you can see, smoke really billowing now out of the auxiliary gym. It looks like portion of the north end of Warren High School. Warren Fire Department trucks are on the scene. This fire, I actually showed up about 10 minutes ago, and the smoke was not nearly what it is now. There's a significant fire here. The west side of the building, it looks like. They've also got fire hoses into the north door of the auxiliary gym. Very hard to see here, but you can see them walking around. I hope you can hear me over the fire trucks. This is a dangerous job these firemen are doing at the moment. You can see Sheriff Department also on the scene. This is kind of an all hands on deck situation, it looks like at this point. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks to me like down near maybe the midpoint door on the west side of the high school, I can see smoke billowing out there as well. So this is a serious situation. Unclear about when this started. We actually saw fire and police vehicles headed this direction, and I just happened to follow them. Is how I found out about this, but it's tough for me. I'm not going to be able to move around, it looks like right now, to the west side and get you a different look at this, but just because I don't want to get in the middle of the situation. But there is a significant fire at Warren High School. The auxiliary gym right now is what you're looking at. This is on the north side of the building. Tons of smoke pouring out of the north end, but I can also see smoke coming out near the midsection. And I'm going to try to zoom in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Firemen are getting a strategy together, trying to get in here to get this under control. And I'm going to try to stay zoomed out here just so you can get a decent picture of this. Again, I hope you can hear me. I'm about maybe 10 yards away from a Warren Fire Department, actually engine 1. Looks to be maybe about 10 firemen on the west side of the auxiliary gym, but there is just a huge amount of smoke now pouring out of the building. It's a sad situation right now at Warren High School, as there is a significant fire. If you're just now joining us, a significant fire at Warren High School. I don't have much information, guys. I haven't spoken to any firemen yet. They're obviously, they're pretty busy at the moment. The smoke's starting to kind of blow my way. This, again, I'm getting some questions here about where this is. This is in Warren, Arkansas. We're at Warren High. This is the high school on the main campus. You can see firemen getting saws out there to try to cut through maybe a door. We're obviously going to have some stuff on this on the site a little bit later, but right now I'm just going to stay here and try to live stream as long as I can from this location. Smoke pouring into the woods towards Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. I'm going to look back. That's the direction you're looking at now, is towards Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. The football stadium is right over here. This is the auxiliary gym. A significant fire. Firemen are on the scene. You can hear bells going off in the distance. There is smoke billowing out even down near the midway portion of the building. It looks to be like this thing maybe started, I'm just guessing here, again, this is not for sure information. It looks like this started in the auxiliary gym, but I can see black smoke starting to pour out, and I can see flames, guys. There is flames coming out of the auxiliary gym at Warren High School. This is the high school on the main campus of the Warren School District. There are flames coming out of the auxiliary gym. This is very close to what a lot of you would know as the Student Center. I can see water now from the Warren Fire Department as they're trying to get this blaze under control. But there are now some flames that I can see coming out of the auxiliary gym. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, at least 3 fire trucks. It looks like we may also have a rural fire truck as well on scene. Yeah, and I'm seeing a few comments here, guys, that it looks like it's getting worse. You guys are absolutely correct. When I got here, I could see the entire building. There was very little smoke coming out, but clearly it was already starting to come out of the top portion right below the roof. There are a ton of volunteer firefighters are already on the scene. It's a sad situation already. It's kind of hard for you guys to see it because I don't want to take it off this shot at the moment. But there's 3 fire trucks to my right. And guys, I'm doing my best to keep the shot steady. I don't have a tripod or anything at the moment, so just bear with me. And I'm also trying to make sure that I stay out of the way. Crews were pretty quick on the scene, it looked like to me. Again, if you're just now joining us, there is a major fire. I think it's safe to say that. This is a major fire at Warren High here in Warren, Arkansas. And firemen that are coming out of it, if you can see over there, they're kneeling on the ground, tired from just being in there. A lot of smoke. This is a tough situation to watch. There is absolutely smoke billowing out from the cafeteria area as well. You can barely see that in the right side of your frame. There's some brave guys walking into that in the center portion of your screen. All right, I'm starting to get a little bit better picture of the eastern side of the auxiliary gym, and it's already, it looks like the metal on the north side looks like it may have already burned through that section. If somebody in the comments doesn't mind, just let me know if you can hear me. Again, I'm really close to a fire truck, maybe only 10 yards away, and it's raring. Obviously, with the water hoses going, the engine going as well. Just someone let me know if you can hear me okay? A fire at Warren High. Again, a fire at Warren High School, guys. And this thing was it's gotten significantly worse since we've been on, but even before I went live, it was pretty bad. Not nearly this bad, I mean. And I'm going to stay here as long as I can, guys. The smoke in this area is it's tough. I'm even having a little bit of trouble, and I don't want to hurt myself here as well, but oh man, a massive column of smoke. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you guys hear me. Thank you for that. Firemen are trying to enter into that western side of the auxiliary gym. But again, just a huge plume of smoke billowing out of the north end of the building. Again, smoke, guys, coming, even starting to come out from down near the cafeteria. All right, so I'm getting some questions about when did this start. I may have been on the scene. I feel like I've been here for about an hour, but it may have only been 15, 20 minutes. I sort of happened to find this by accident. I want to say maybe 15, 20 minutes. Again, we'll get official confirmation in the next few days about when this actually started, but we have no idea about how it started. Not yet. That'll come out in the official fire report. I don't have any information on the south end of the building. Okay, I've only been able to get to the north side. Hey, thank you guys so much for letting me know that you can hear me. I appreciate it. Got obviously a lot of you on watching at the moment. And I apologize for any shakiness in the camera, guys. This is kind of emotional for me as well. You can see smoke just pouring into the sky. I'm just a little nervous myself, guys. I don't know how much damage it's going to be, but so many of us have gone to school here, and I spent a lot of time practicing baseball and basketball in that gym. No idea about whether or not there's been any classroom damage yet. I have no information. I've literally only been here about 15, 20 minutes. But I can see smoke coming out of the cafeteria section as well, and even some, it looks like, down at the next door. All right, I'm going to pan to the right for a quick second, okay? We do have some firemen coming out right here. I just want to give you a quick shot. There are 3 fire trucks already, engine 1, and it looks like we've got a rural fire truck. All right, we've got information that smoke may be coming out of the south end as well. Again, I cannot confirm that. I'm not down there, but I am seeing some of that in the comments. Man, just huge credit to the Warren Fire Department. They were here fast. They were here really fast. And this was obviously a bad situation when they got here. But man, these guys, you can see they've got their oxygen tanks on. I'm hearing more sirens. Huge plume of black smoke rising. I did see flames a few minutes ago. I don't know, rising maybe 4 or 5 feet above the roof. Whew, very tough to even breathe on this north end. Every time the wind sort of blows it back to the north and the west, I'm getting a touch of that. See a fireman there setting an oxygen tank. Again, I see we still got a ton of people joining online. This is Rob Reap with Saline River Chronicle. We are live on the scene of a fire at Warren High School in Warren, Arkansas. Just an absolute massive fire coming out of the auxiliary gym. I'll give you a quick pan down here. Another big plume of black smoke rising. Is it all the way down?
I think it's this end right here.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to move down any further. I'm on a bit of an embankment here, and it's packed with water. Of course, we had a huge amount of rain. All right, just got a question. Is everyone out of the building? I have no idea. I know that's not the answer that I'd like to give at the moment, but I don't know. I just don't know. I've only been on the scene for about 20 minutes. This is in the north end of the building. Now, still a ton of smoke coming out of the western side as well. This is not just confined to that eastern side of the building. You can see smoke all the way down. And I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching as well. I'm going to try to stay on live as long as I can. Unfortunately, the way these things work, I'm with mobile. I've, of course, been on my phone a lot today, so I don't have a ton of battery, but I'm going to stay as long as I can. Getting a few more questions about what happened. We just don't know yet. And we will likely not know the cause of any fire for a few days, if not longer. That's my experience about when we get fire reports. Man, look at the size of this fire, though, guys. Look at the firemen compared to that wall of smoke. Again, for anybody that's just now joining us that doesn't know where we are here, we are at Warren High School. There's a fire at least on the north end of the building. I don't have confirmation on anything to the south. I can't get back there right now. I have no information on anything but this north end of the building at the moment, just from the vantage point that you guys see as well. Another plume of smoke, the wind pushing it towards us again. Can I get over there all right?
I will take you over there. I got you.
All right, guys, we're gonna move a little bit.
I don't want you breathing on that smoke.
Yeah, they're a little worried about me inhaling the smoke, which I was getting a little worried about too.
You come up here by the skate down. All right, very good. They got the respirator.
I appreciate it, man.
Here,
Thank you.
here, whatever. Ain't no problem.
As long as I'm not in the way, you guys.
That's right. Well, you ain't gonna be in the way. You ain't in the way.
You see that column of smoke? You can see the height of the pine trees there. You got firemen. It's a rough fire. They're getting their tanks changed out. All right, I'm saying, could I try to get a view of the door? They've moved me from the location that I was in just due to the amount of smoke that was coming into that area. It wasn't safe for me. Can I see your phone? How much battery do you have? Okay. All right, guys, I'm just going to keep streaming as long as I can. Again, I don't have a ton of battery left. But again, we're at the north end. You can see flames. Look at that. I'm going to try to zoom in. Flames coming out of Warren High School. The north end of the building is where you're watching right now. Again, no information on what the cause is, but this is not good. There's significant flames now. We can see as the auxiliary gym, it's got to be this whole north end of the buildings looks like it may be gone. You can see why they moved me. The smoke in that area was just getting to be too much. Again, for those of you just now joining us, I know for a lot of you this is information that you already know. We're at the north end of Warren High School. What you're looking at right here, this is the auxiliary gym. And it is fully engulfed, it looks like. Firemen are shooting. That water right there is going towards a door. You can see the walkway there. There's a door right on the north end. That's gone. That's gone.
Yeah, that part is. I just opened the rest of the school.
And I'm going to give you a pan really quick over to the left. Again, this is back towards Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. Just a massive plume of smoke. See the fire, the smoke just swirling out of the corner there, the northwest corner. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little bit sick in my stomach just looking at it. It's such a special place. I can't tell you how many times I was, of course, catcher for the Warren High School baseball team for several years, and I can't tell you how many sessions pitching that I caught in there from a lot of great athletes over the years that have been in that gym. A lot of junior high basketball practices have been in that gym over the years. Sad to see this happen. I don't have any information on any of the rest of the building, although I can tell you just just visually, I've got a slight view of the south part of the building, and there is smoke coming out of the south end. I don't know if the fire is down that far, or if this is, it looks like most of the concentration of the firemen's on this north part. That's likely just smoke. There's so much smoke, it's just got to be pouring down to that end. Guys, I know it's a tough thing to watch, but I just want to once again applaud the Warren Fire Department. It looks like we've got some rural firefighters as well here from Bradley County's rural department. A lot of these guys are out here volunteering. They're just risking their lives at the moment to try to get this fire under control. See, I've had a few hundred more of you join me. I'm at the north end. I'm actually in the drive of the cultural center, which is behind the shot that you're looking at. This is in Warren. This is Warren High School. The shot you're looking at is the auxiliary gym. This is at the north end. It's been a while since I've been in this portion of the building, but I knew it pretty well. There's a couple of classrooms at on the eastern side. You're looking towards the east right now. There's a couple of classrooms back there. There may have even been an area for the band back there. I don't know about that section of the building, but I can tell you the extreme north part, you can see there flames coming out. It looks gone. I mean, we're obviously looking at it from the western side, which is brick, but there was already, from my perspective, when we were down a little bit further to the left, there looked to be already a pretty big gap in the north side. So you can also see, I don't know if you guys can see it as well, the ladder truck is on the eastern side. The Warren Fire Department's ladder truck is over there. They are actively fighting this from the sky. Absolutely. Prayers. Thank you guys for the comments there. Prayers for these firemen as they battle this blaze at the moment. I feel like I've been here for about 4 or 5 hours, like I said now, but I think it's only been about 30 minutes or so. But this fire, when I originally got here, I could see barely a little smoke coming out of the roof. I took a few pictures and very quickly realized that this was a pretty good sized fire on the inside. And that's when I started live streaming. It's gotten a lot worse since then. I feel like my shot's getting a little bit dark here. Obviously the sun's starting to go down, but we just got a huge column of smoke in front of us as well. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit and give you a shot here as the firemen. This is the western door, and I just saw some debris come off of the roof. Guys, I've got about 10% battery left, so I may only have maybe 10 or 15 more minutes at most to film, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best to keep this going as long as I can. If I can grab another phone, maybe I can get back to live streaming this thing. They're just shooting water over the top of the auxiliary gym at the moment from both the west side and the east side. See more firemen getting set to, they got their masks on, their tanks. A lot of debris already on the ground from the roof. That stuff, it looks like they've blown water up through the top. Again, I'm not a fire expert here. It looks like there maybe water shot up from where they're over here on the left and the right with water hoses. Maybe some of that's coming off of the roof. I'm not sure. Being blown out and then the wind catching it. Nearly 2,000 of you watching at the moment. I hate that it's under these circumstances, guys. I wish I was back calling a lumberjack football game at the moment instead of covering this. I could be wrong. Don't take my word for it at the moment. It feels to me like they may be getting it a little bit more under control here. I haven't seen any flames in a few minutes. And the smoke's changed colors a little bit. It's tough for me to tell, but I get the feeling they're making progress here. But again, there is smoke still coming out of that south end of the building, but I don't know if the fire's there. It looks like they think it's just on this north end. So that's probably just smoke making its way down to the southern portion of the building. I have no idea if the fire is just on the north side. I want to make that clear. I think it is, but I'm not 100% positive. I'm going to keep streaming for a couple of minutes, and then I'm probably going to have to shut this off just because of the battery on my phone. We will have more information about this on SalineRiverChronicle.com later tonight. We will have more information. I'll try to have as many pictures as I can. I don't have my best camera with me. I apologize, guys, and I'm not exactly where I can get back to my office to grab it. We're going to do our best job to get this covered for you tonight as well. Just sad scenes here at Warren High School. Yeah, good point there from Justin Baker, I believe. There's likely going to be smoke damage as there's a hefty amount of smoke pouring out of the south end of the building, it looks like to me. I have not been able to make my way down there though. I'm kind of cornered on this northwest portion beside the Cultural Center at the moment. This is just where I happen to go. I saw a couple of police vehicles turn in, going towards the eastern entrance of the high school, and I just thought, well, that's kind of weird for them to go there. So I went around by Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium and cut in the back way, and this is where I ended up, smack dab in the middle of it. So, guys, I'm going to shut my phone off. We'll have more at SalineRiverChronicle.com later tonight. Prayers for these firemen, and a big thank you to these firemen. Again, I'm Rob Reap for SalineRiverChronicle.com. Want me to go? Greg. Yeah.